Hello dear souls, welcome back. My name is Mel and I'm a mentor for consciousness development, and I want to share with you the inspiration for October 2022. And the inspiration is for those of you, well, it's for everybody, but it will make most sense and maybe be most helpful right now for those of you who feel like they're stuck in darkness and who feel like they're having a hard time either in their personal lives, in their inner lives, in their outer lives, like on the planet, in the world, with the world. For those of you who are struggling, for those of you who are having a hard time emotionally, psychologically, mentally, physically, this is for you, because the inspiration and the suggestion is keep going, move forward. And with that, this is accompanied by an image or several images of dark clouds, like stormy, rainy, dark days. And you are invited to keep walking, remembering it's never, whatever happens, nothing is going to stay this way. So if you feel bogged down right now, if you feel stuck, if you feel sad, if you feel depressed or are really struggling with life or different aspects of life, this is for you. Keep walking. One step after the other. Okay? Every day, a little bit further, because there is a horizon and the sun will present itself on the horizon after the darkness. After each night, the sun will rise, also for you. Keep walking through the night. Don't stop. Don't give up. Remember, nothing is going to stay the way it seems, and nothing is actually as dark as it seems. Because no matter how many clouds there are, no matter how many storms, no matter how difficult it seems, when we rise above, there is always just the blue sky and the sun. So as long as we are on the level of the storm, it feels dark and rocky and hard and difficult. And that's okay, because that's why we came here, to explore this. But then this is an invitation for us. This is a catalyst. Every difficulty is a catalyst, is a teacher. Life is always presenting us with the teachings we need. So instead of avoiding feeling down or low or depressed or struggling, this is not what we're here to do. We're not here to avoid this. Yes, we're here to live joy and peace and love and happiness, but not by avoiding difficulties, but by mastering difficulties. And you can master anything. Once you know this, and once you're presented with something, then let's say you're having a difficult time right now, so you feel like you need to step up, you need to deal with something. Tell yourself, I can. I'm able to do this. This is why it presents itself to me like this. Even if you feel really, really low. Okay, there is somewhere the sun, even if I cannot see it. And it's not the sun for everyone else, but not for me. It's also my sun. It's also there to shine brightly on me. Okay, and with that knowledge, you look at all the difficult emotions that you may be feeling right now, or the situation you may be in. You look at this from a broader consciousness point of view, as in, what is this showing me about myself? What's within me? I might feel very small. I might feel powerless. Okay, so it's showing me aspects of me that feel powerless. Right, what do I do with that then? I can surrender and say, okay, I am powerless, the world is horrible, and what am I doing here? Or I can say, right, this is an invitation for me to explore the emotion of powerlessness and to move beyond it, to walk out of the state of powerlessness into empowerment again, because how I feel, how I live, who I want to be is up to me. I have sole responsibility for myself. No matter what happens in the outside world, it is up to me to be the human and to be the soul who I choose to be. So I need to make choices here. And even if I really, really struggle right now, especially when I'm really struggling right now, then I get to decide how I want to deal with it and who I want to be in this situation. This is actually my teacher and my opportunity to show to myself, to decide for myself, what is it I want to represent, what is it I want to live, who is it I want to be, what do I want to live. And it often starts with compassion for yourself and for the situation and emotions you're in. You don't have to feel strong and perfect and happy and empowered all the time. We don't. This is not why we came here. We came here for the duality. And so if you experience the dark side of the duality right now, but you want to experience the light, you can. Step by step, keep walking through the darkness. And don't try to flee the darkness. You can handle it. Remind yourself, of course I can handle it. I have dealt with so much darkness throughout so many lifetimes. I can handle this. And what I deserve is joy, is peace, is love, is connectedness, is fulfillment. Of course, that's what I deserve. So I am moving step by step towards that. I am looking at what is this situation, what's the opportunity in it, what can I learn, how can I grow and develop in this, and then I keep moving in that direction. And I'm going to show to myself, I can handle this. And later on you will look back at this time of darkness or struggle and you will say, this helped me to move forward 20 steps instead of one in one go, because I took the opportunity. And globally, collectively, yes, they are difficult times, they are dark times. This is what it feels like, and many of you are tuned into that. But don't get bogged down or weighed down with that and lose yourself in desperation, because again, that's not why you're here. You're here to bring the light of consciousness onto this planet. Yeah, true, expanded consciousness of who we all are. And we all are joy and love. And this is the frequency that is really needed on this planet more and more and more. So the darkness that we may experience is not here to remind us that there is no hope. It's here to remind us who and what we're not, and who and what we are. And then to move into expressing that, becoming that, living that, bravely, like really brave heart. This comes in again and again and again. Live with a brave heart. Live with a brave heart. Because you've got nothing to lose. Live with a brave heart. None of us is going to get out of this life alive. We're all going to go. Right? One way, the same way. So we have got nothing to lose. So you get to choose who and what you want to be. And looking at the situation globally, I'm being shown, like collectively, if we look at what's going on in the world, there is this screen that's being presented. This is how I'm being shown it. And it's like there are all sorts of things going on the screen, but it's only a distraction. It's only an appearance of what you are supposed to believe that is going on. But behind the scenes, backstage, things are completely different. And many of you feel this, many of you know it, but your task is not to exactly find out what's going on behind the scenes, because this can be very draining. And a lot of you are in the struggle and the difficulty because you're constantly trying to check out what's the screen, what's the fake stuff, and what's behind it, what's really behind it, what's really behind it. And you lose yourself in these questions because the answers wouldn't satisfy you anyway, because there's always more and more and more and more. Like there are rabbit holes everywhere. But you can waste your life and the opportunity to actually move forward in your own journey by focusing on all of that stuff. This is not your job to solve all that. Your job is to increase the consciousness within your own being so that this frequency will then enlighten whatever is going on, so that at some stage in the far, far future, there will be no difference between what is happening and what is seemingly happening, because deceit will no longer be possible, because everything will be telepathic anyway, everything will be understood, everything will be known. Now, I'm talking about the far, far future, but we need to start somewhere to expand our consciousness to make this scenario possible. And this is why you're here, otherwise you wouldn't even listen to a video like this. So rather than focusing on the rabbit holes and getting annoyed that you're being deceived, let it be, because it shows where the planet is consciousness wise, right? Or a lot of the planet is consciousness wise. But there are honest and authentic other things going on. So focus on those and be part of that. Become part of that, because it's growing. Let's say in terms of light and dark, the light, of course, it's growing. It has to. Like Earth is 4D, or fifth dimension, has decided to move forward, and it's happening. So life will change in that direction. Consciousness and light will change in that direction. So we get to decide how we want to be part of that movement, that journey, as well for this specific point in time, October 2022. So let's do this. Let's do this. We can do it. You can do it within your own life. Like I said, if you're struggling right now, use it as an opportunity to figure out what are these struggles about and what is it I get to learn and develop in those right now. We can do this. You can do it. Okay? If this was helpful, please leave a comment, and I'm going to love you and leave you for today, and we'll talk again next time if you want to.